Jonny Gould, podcast host of Jonny Gould's Jewish State and Sports. He's a sports journalist, sorry. Joins us now from London. Thank you very much for being with us. Today at 6:30, Djoko will play in Tel Aviv. How exciting. Who will he be up against?
Well, he is. He's happy and excited. Those are his actual written down words. It's official. He came to the terminal, and in the guest book, he said, "I'm excited to be playing here." And all those stats that you presented to our audience is included alongside his own personal stat, which is it's the first time he's played in Israel since 2006. He played a Davis Cup tie at Ramat HaSharon. And as you say, the Tel Aviv Open, it's the first time it's been played in, 26 years here. It's part of the ATP 250 World Series. And he's alongside Marin Cilic, Diego Schwartzman, who's incidentally a Jewish tennis player from Argentina, and Botic von Sandhalp, which is the first and maybe the last time I'll mention his name in a tennis report. But he's 35 years old. And this is a major, major tennis achievement for Israel.
Now, last time I saw him, Djokovic, was actually in China at the Shanghai ATP. Israel really lucked out with the cancellation of the events in China following the pandemic. Can we say that this is a pilot program for the coming years and this tournament will be here to stay?
I think it's a symptom, isn't it, of the diplomatic new world that Israel has found itself in following this new world order where the global world is coming apart between Russia, China and Iran and the rest of the world. And it's becoming clear that some of the Western nations who maybe shunned Israel for spurious reasons of being pro-Arab are deciding between themselves that they need more Israel and not less Israel. And so Israel's benefit here in tennis is China's certain defeat. We've started to see major football tournaments being played here, major Champions League games, Lionel Messi here for Paris Saint-Germain, and of course the Arab boycott, not the Gulf of course, but the Arab boycott of refusing to play Israel in their Asian groups means that Israel's footballers play in a highly competitive and very difficult European group, and they hardly ever qualify for major championships as a consequence. But that's a good thing because it raises the bar and puts Israeli players in the shop window. And again, for tennis, for the Tel Aviv Open to be here for the first time since 1996, I mean, where's it been for such a long time? But if it brings players like Djoko along, this is great news for Israeli sports.
I can tell you where it's been. It's been just where you said. It's been in China, and it's been elsewhere in the world. 96, was after the assassination of Rabin, was after the terror attacks of the 90s. I'm sure tennis players didn't really want to come here. Now the situation is a bit different with the new global order. Is it here to stay, though? Do you know if there's a contract for a few years, or is it just a pilot program for this year?
I think Israel is in a better position to negotiate a more longer-term arrangement. During the incursions of suicide bombers from Judea and Samaria, Israel's football team was forced to play some of their games in Turkey and Italy and Greece. But since then, we've had the European Under-21 Championships. And I think that people are beginning to shun security issues and agree to play in Israel. So, yes, I am inclined to think that despite the vagaries of foreign boycotts or people who are scared, I think people are more engaged with Israel than they've ever been before, and long may that continue.
Okay, now, Jonny, it's so cool that he's playing doubles with Ehrlich. Are they friends?
I don't know if they're friends or not, but I'll tell you what, Jonathan will get his number on WhatsApp and be in touch with him. I'd love to play in fact, I'd love to play with Ehrlich, to be honest. But for Ehrlich to be playing with Djokovic like this is a real crowd pleaser. It's what we needed. It's been well organised. We saw Federer play with his old adversary in his last ever game last week with the mighty left-handed Rafa Nadal. So I love the idea that doubles is a bit of an exhibition concept. But we all know that it's the singles that really matters in this tournament.